There was a pristine 1920s college primer that I found resting on the steps of the Hennepin Avenue campus entrance on my very first day of college. In this treasured, curious book, filled with its sexism and outdated social commentary, I found the quote that carried me through some of the most challenging and frustrating times of my life. The quote read, "A man does not come to college to learn to earn a living. He comes to college to learn how to live." These words ring true to me, and I am beaming with joy to know that they are being read aloud to a room full of graduating women at a college that was first founded to graduate women. I was never supposed to be here today, and yet I am filled with gratitude and pride to be delivering this speech to you now. My name is Christian Hubble. I'm a first-generation, non-traditional student, closer to my 30s than my teenage years, still wondering how I graduated high school. The path to success was never modeled for me, as I was stuck in a narrative of trauma, scarcity, and shame. While our experiences in college have been earned through challenge and discipline, I can confidently say that my time spent here has genuinely transformed my life. Being in school has taught me how to tell a better story, starting with my own. Minneapolis College, declaratively an anti-racist institution, has allowed me to go beyond a box marked Caucasian by asking deeper questions. For the first time in my life, and with great pride, this school has provided me the opportunity to publicly claim and pronounce my Syrian heritage. There is always more to our story, and this college asked the questions that gave me the chance to embrace my own identity more fully and authentically. Minneapolis College also provided me with the grace and humility needed to ask for help. I have accessed the resources I have so diligently advocated for on this campus, as I have experienced the housing and food insecurity that I know many of you here have struggled with as well. When we ask for help, we are gifting ourselves the opportunity to weave our story with someone else's. And like any good story, mine is still unfolding as the plot develops. When I first enrolled, I was a biology major, interested in exploring the interconnected relationships that made our collective story. That morphed into a community development major, and then a communications major, and a business and entrepreneurship major, all of which is evidence that no matter how old we are, we never quite know what we want to be when we grow up. It is our story that grows alongside us. I stand here today graduating with a degree in philosophy, thanks in part to some of the most outstanding professors I have ever had the privilege to work with. While I still get eye rolls when people ask me what my major is, philosophy is the one subject that I have wanted to pursue since childhood. Although my workload increased, pursuing a goal that I made for myself, I found to be infinitely easier than any goal I had ever pursued listening to the well-intentioned opinions of others. Through it all, I have learned this, that our ideals and our goals are constantly shifting. We did not come to college to learn how to earn a living. We came to college to learn how to live. It's that we that is so important. A collective voice graduating from a Minneapolis college that is now more diverse than ever before. Our communities have always been fighting for their seat at the table. For while we have earned this moment of celebration, we did not make it here today independent of the struggles of those that came before. We carry with us the love of 1,000 generations. We are here today in the heart of unprecedented times, continuing life through a global pandemic, unable to meet in person as our society wrestles with a deadly virus. Instead, we celebrate this moment from our homes, rattled by the echoes of military convoys patrolling our streets. We graduate from college in a city that is actively grieving through the racial disparities that for too long we have forced ourselves to live with. Every day there seems to be some new crisis or viral video that carries with it a weight that seems heavier than any of our own accomplishments. And yet here we are, offering up our time and setting aside our leisure for a commitment to that dream of a better life. I have learned that there will always be distractions. And as this year online has shown us, our attention spans are constantly under assault. But reaching our goal represents more than justly due recognition. And first, let me pause to acknowledge that the accomplishment that each and every one of you has made this day is as exemplary to success as it is absolutely critical to the continued strength, health, and resilience of our community. We are here now in this land of the Dakota, children of many tribes. Through our veins courses the blood of slaves and First Peoples, of refugees, of white settlers and immigrants. We are the descendants of many, carrying our ancestors' legacy of grief and resilience. And we are each of us living out our own story. And while we are free to choose our own narrative, the spotlight now hovers over the efforts of a great collective. Together, we pick up the pen and start crafting a new story, a better story. One where white folk like me can finally share in the gift that is collective and cooperative success. Living together in a community of reciprocity, of justice, of equity, of joy. Because while it is certainly a considerable and commendable accomplishment that each of us has made for ourselves today, our success is never our own. We stand on the shoulders of those that came before us, held high by their dreams for us. Let us use this success to craft a better story where we all build wealth together and where we all come to eat at one table. Let not the heaviness of this moment take away from the valiance and the victory of being here today. You have overcome impossible odds, faced violence and fear and trauma head on and with great temperance. Together, each of us here today has orchestrated individually one of our greatest successes in one of our community's darkest moments. Now you sit at a precipice with many failures at your back and more to learn from yet ahead, with exhaustion laying heavy on your shoulders. Let that exhaustion ground you through your feet and anchor you deep into the earth as you breathe in and rest in this, your moment of pure success. For rest is resilience, and rewarding ourselves for our accomplishments is our justice. In this moment, you are a victor. You have overcome. No one can ever take this moment from you.